What it do you to today's video? I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I want to talk about the ban on assault rifles, and I also want to talk about the age requirements and stuff like that on assault rifles, right? So before I spoke on this or whatever, but to be honest with you, I was just big teething. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, right? Like, for example, I was listening to Zachary Hubbard give his opinion on what he think about, the gun control and what they trying to do, right? And he was saying that he don't think that they should change the age requirements to 21 and stuff like that. They should keep it at 18 or whatever, right? And I agree with what he's saying. I see it from his perspective or whatever, right? But then again, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, from my own personal perspective, I personally think they should raise the gun age limit to 21. Because look, or they should do it like this. Actually, they should just have it done in different ways, like where it's set up in different ways. And what I mean by that is like this. It's like they should have more psychological evaluations for people that own guns and people who are trying to own guns. They should give them a psychological evaluation every 3 to 6 months, something like that. And then people who kind of seem like they're a little bit unstable, but they're still a little bit immature, you can be like, you can't get your gun license or you can't own a gun until you're 21. And then people who may be 18 that's a little bit more mature or whatever the case, maybe they can get their gun license and stuff like that, because it was somebody on Zachary Hubbard show and called in. It was like, they was like, it's not guns that's killing people, it's people that's using guns to kill people. That's 100% facts. Because if you just leave a gun on the shelf in this box, in this locked box, in a safe place, nothing's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's the human that's controlling the inanimate object. And check this out, right? Excuse me. Check this shit out, right? I think also they should ban large magazines and large clips and stuff like that. Magazine clips, pretty much the same thing. They should ban fucking 50 round, 100 round clips and shit like that. It shouldn't be easy accessible accessible. While that it shouldn't be easily accessible as it is. Like, for example, yes, we do have the Second Amendment right to bear arms. We have the First Amendment right, freedom of speech and stuff like that. That's 100% fact, because we will need guns to protect ourselves from domestic and foreign tyranny, which is kind of already happening. Which is already happening. We got a lot of domestic terrorists in our own fucking country that's in different branches of the government, you know what I mean? So I totally agree with that. Of course, an armed society is a polite society. I already know. I don't have nothing against guns or nothing like that. But at the same time, like I said, a lot of this shit has been psyops. It's been staged by the numbers, gematria. I know about all that shit. But to add on that, with real life perspective, to add on to that, with a real life perspective, we gotta look at it like this. With all these shootings and shit that's going on, yes, let's say they is CIA. Okay, they CIA, they stage. It's probably, of course, real casualties, real victims, of course, like that. But I told you that they trying to do order out of chaos ritual, you know. They try to do that, take our weapons and all that shit to, you know, disarm us to put us in a fucked up position. But at the same time, like I told you, them staging all these mass shootings and stuff is gonna get people that's actually psychologically ill, that's real people, that ain't got shit to do with a psyop or nothing like that. It's gonna actually start getting them to start doing these mass shootings as well. You see what I'm saying? Because they doing it as a distraction. The whole time they know cause and effect. Other people that's psychologically ill that was already thinking about shooting up a school or some crazy shit, they gonna go out there and do it because they like, everybody's shooting up shit, everybody's shooting up hospitals now, they shooting them everywhere. So I'm about to do this shit too. So boom. So now you got an epidemic of these actual stage shootings by the fucking FBI and the CIA. Then you got these real shootings, and motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to tell the difference from them. And that's exactly what they want. That's all a part of their agenda. So they can try to disarm us and take our guns. But like I say, at the same time, you have to look at it from a real life perspective. Like I said, I get the gematria and all that. I fuck with gematria. I'm into the numerology. I'm into all that. Numbers is the language of the universe. I get that, but really look at it like this though. All the shit they doing is gonna get people to really start doing this shit, right? Which is what they want, right? So they could be like, I told you. The whole time they the ones who started this shit. You gotta look at it from a real life perspective. Because like I said, you got people out there that's really psychologically ill, that don't have nothing to do with no CIA, no FBI, no shit like that. And they can easily access a gun. And they can easily go out there and do some stupid shit. But if that was your child, if that was your family, that was a victim of that. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't like that. So I see where they're coming from when they say like, yeah, we should ban large magazine clips. You should be 21 to get your gun license and all that. I don't really think that's gonna change anything either. But at the same time, it might make a difference. But like I say, you should be adding way more psychological tests to people that is gun owners, and you should add more psychological tests to people that's trying to own guns. You see what I'm saying? That's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. That's exactly what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. You know what I mean? Like look at it like this. They probably already have something like that in place where they give people like psychological evaluations or whatever. But I personally don't think it's enough. You know what I mean? Like, I think they should do it more often. And I think with certain people, you know, that is immature, they should say, no, you can't get it. You know what I mean? Because shit don't keep happening. But yeah, shit gonna keep happening regardless, you know what I mean? Because think about it. That's what they do. This is what these people do. They like infiltration agents. And what they do is they will start the cancer and then just help it spread. And sometimes they don't even help it spread, they just watch it spread. You know what I mean? Real shit. Trying to tell you. 100% facts. Excuse me. But yeah, this is real talk, man. Just like with the George Floyd riots, with the whole Antifa and shit. All that shit is connected to through George Soros and this Black Lives Matter movement and all that. And you got to understand what the Black Lives Matter movement really is. Just because they put Black Lives on it don't really mean that they for Black Lives. First things first. So two, it's a lot of motherfuckers that's not even black that's talking about Black Lives Matter, which is cool or whatever. But it's like, you don't even know what the fuck this shit really means. So it's like, how can you try to correct the motherfucker? Oh, that mean this, but you ain't even black. You ain't even been through this shit. You see what I'm saying? So you just riding the wave now type shit. But it's like, yeah, if you not so-called black or whatever, and you saying Black Lives Matter, that's cool. But just understand what it really means. They put the title on there to be like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, but really behind that title, something else going on, point blank period. But like with the Antifa shit, they were staging piles of bricks and looting and all that shit, kicking it off, because they know it's motherfuckers already feel like this anyway. Motherfuckers been feeling like that deep inside anyway. Motherfuckers been feeling like, man, it's time to do something. So what they do, they sent Antifa in to start the fucking riot. And they know other people gonna follow. Oh, they did this shit, I'm about to do it too. And that's the same playbook they use with these mass shootings. I'm telling you, this shit is super surgical. I'm trying to tell you, shit is super surgical. See what I mean? It's the same thing. They just send different people in, aka different crisis actors. Some crisis actors survive, some don't. You know? Shit get deep. And another thing too is Zachary Hubbard was saying some other real shit when he was saying how these celebrities fake their death. Now a lot of people been saying that, and for a long time, I'm not gonna say I didn't believe it, because you know what's there really to believe? You know, it's no such thing as believing. That's something that they put in there to throw you off. It's either you know or you don't know. It's called certainty or uncertainty or whatever, right? Anyway, I was uncertain. I didn't know, you know, or whatever. And it's like, it was hard to so-called believe. That's like the best way to put it in English, whatever. It was like so-called hard to believe or whatever, right? But it's not even that. Really, the thing is, it's like this. Yeah, they say these celebrities get killed and all that. A lot of them probably really do get killed, especially if they're like whistleblowers or they'd officially signed over, or even though, you know, some shit happened or some accidental shit where a motherfucker, got into a car accident or something, some crazy shit, but then again, a lot of that shit be rigged too with this industry shit or whatever. But the thing is, it's just like this. But the thing is, right? Is that I believe that, like, okay, it was kind of weird, right? And then King Rob spoke about it. Well, when I first came around King Rob, I was still in Australia. This was, I think I found King Rob around like late November 2020, early December 2020. I found King Rob videos, whatever. Listening to his videos, he was talking about how these people set people up, sacrifice them, and then switch the death certificate and the name tags and all that shit. He was just saying this is how they play or whatever, right? Listening to it, how he was breaking it down, I was like, damn, I understand this shit. And it was just like, when he was breaking that down, made sense. Made a lot of sense. And then fast forward or whatever, like yesterday, like I said, I was listening to the Zachary Hubbard video where he was just describing, the death figures. Then I was listening to Call Me Kinfo. I know it's like kind of like I'm jumping around, but I'm not really. I'm just kind of explaining to you in detail, so you kind of basically get it. So then I was listening to this other dude named Call Me Kinfo. Y'all probably know about him or whatever. He do the gematria too. He had like more like a Judite, and he did this Young Dolph video. But yeah, he did this Young Dolph video, and he was just explaining it, like the colors Young Dolph had on, the blue and yellow, how that was the theme. Then he was talking about how it was connected with Ukraine. If you see Ukraine flag, it's blue, yellow, or like white or something like that. And then like Golden State, that was like blue and yellow. So I'm like, damn, that shit make a lot of sense. And he was saying like, yeah, their character died. They basically died off the world stage, because the world is a stage for Satan and his puppets, whatever. Or not even for Satan and his puppets, for anybody that knows how to manifest and shit like that. Earth is a stage, but you know what I mean. So basically saying like their character got killed off the world stage, and like the real person, I say like Adolph Thornton Jr. or something, like the real person, like not the stage name Young Dolph, but the real person. He probably still alive somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with a lot of these people, because a lot of people were saying that shit like, nah, they fake their death. And I was like, I just don't see how. But like I said, when King Rob was saying what he was saying, that was like the glue to it. You see what I mean? And I heard the King Rob video like in 2020, but to just listen to all this shit and then putting it together, it all made sense, right? So basically, I could believe it now that I got like a certain amount of knowledge to understand it on a deeper level, and not even on a deeper level, just to understand it, overstand it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I just see, like it makes sense now. So it's like, and like I said, you can't even say this shit for sure, but come on, man. What the gematria numbers saying, and how these same numbers keep equaling up, that shit just, you can't deny it. I mean, you only can deny it if you're one of them people. You sold out type shit. That's the only way you can deny it. But even a lot of them motherfuckers that sold out, they can't even deny that shit. Because the gematria, it don't lie. Numbers never lie. You know what I mean? Like, so I can believe it that these people fake their death, and that actual real person, like the real them, not their stage name or nothing like that, probably just laying low somewhere like XXXTentacion. That nigga probably the real him. I don't know his real name, but the real him probably fucking in Brazil or some fucking what. And then they just kill XXXTentacion off the main stage just to boost the numbers of the shit. I don't know. Something deep. I don't know, that shit real deep. But shit makes sense to me, man. Like Juice WRLD and shit. You know, they probably just killed off his stage name, and the real him is still alive somewhere. You know what I mean? Cuba somewhere, or some shit. You know, in Dubai or some shit. Just laid low, like. And they just did that to raise up the. Well, they just did that to raise up, you know, the Budens. I mean, not the Budens. What the fuck? To raise up / boost the ratings. That's what I was trying to say. Like, yeah, they trying to like boost the ratings and shit and say, oh yeah, this person faked their death or whatever. But then again, if they didn't fake their death, then they really got killed. But I personally think now that I know that these people probably did fake their death. And then you know how these people play, they change the fucking toe tag and they change the fucking death certificates and all the info and shit, make you think it's one person the whole time it's somebody else. Like with the Kanika Jenkins shit, King Rob broke that shit down. He was saying how they say you think it's Kanika Jenkins the whole time it's not even that. It's a whole different motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole different motherfucker. You know what I mean? Real shit. Real shit. You think it's Kanika Jenkins? No. They just use that name and that likeness to finesse the system the whole time. They killed somebody else and just man, they fucking staged a real fucking crime scene. Real shit. The Kabbalah, that's basically what they doing. Shit deep, man. Shit deep. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. You feel me? But yeah, man. I'm telling you, just keep looking. If you got eyes to see and ears to hear, you can clearly hear and see what the fuck going on. In times, we're in a recession, the economy been crashed. They just try to make it seem like it didn't, trying to prolong it. But come on, man. Motherfuckers ain't stupid.